Hello and welcome to class ninth, subject English, book Movement, chapter 5, The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde. Let us know about our poet first. Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wilde was an Irish poet and playwright. After writing in different forms throughout the 1880s, the early 1890s saw him become one of the most popular playwrights in London. The Happy Prince was first published in May 1888. It is a fiction. Oscar Wilde was born on 16 October 1854, Westland Raw, in Dublin, Ireland, and he was died on 30 November 1900 at Paris in France. Students, first of all, we should know about the chapter. In this story is about a prince. When the prince was alive, he was very happy. After his death, a big statue of his was erected on the pedestal. From there, the statue of prince could see the entire city, and at that time he saw the miseries of the people. He saw the poor people, the homeless, their hungers and starvation. The prince was sad to see all these miseries, sadness of the people. So, in this chapter, we will study the story of that prince. Now, let us start. High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, he had two bright sapphires, and a large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. In this paragraph, students, it is a description of that statue which was erected on a pedestal. First of all, that statue was erected in center of the city, which is the tall column of that city, and the statue was stood over there of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with the thin leaves of fine gold. Means very thin leaves were made up of very pure gold, and the whole body was covered with that thin gold leaves only. And in the eyes he had two bright sapphires. Bright sapphires means the precious stones it was carrying. Okay, in the eyes the precious stones were there. A large red ruby glowed on his sword hilt. Sword means, student, tilwar. Okay, so on the sword where they used to hold, okay, on that side, on both the sides, red ruby was there and it was glowing. Ruby and other sapphires are very precious stones. Okay, students, so these stones were used to make that statue. One night there flew over the city a little swallow. His friends had gone away to Egypt 6 weeks before, but he had stayed behind. Then he decided to go to Egypt too. So, here we got to know that there is a bird who came flying in this city where this Happy Prince used to live. And one night when he flew over the city, uh, that little swallow is a very little bird, and she had come to this city um, late, okay, as his friends had already gone to Egypt 6 weeks before. Okay, swallow is having some friends, some mates who used to play with this swallow, used to eat with this swallow. And but what happened, swallow doesn't able to or doesn't want to go uh, at that time when his friends left him. Okay, so but he had stayed behind, that swallow stayed behind, and his friends had her left him behind only. And then they decided to go to Egypt too. And after 6 weeks, this swallow also decided that now he should go to where his friends have left for. All day long he flew, and at night time he arrived at the city. Means for the full day that swallow fly, okay, because as soon as he wants to reach to his friends to Egypt, that is why the full day she used to fly. But at night time she arrived to this city where the happy prince statue was. Where shall I put up? He said. I hope the town has made preparations. Then he saw the statue on the tall column. I will put up there, he cried. It is a fine position with plenty of fresh air. So he alighted just between the feet of the happy prince. So what happened, when this swallow decided to go to Egypt, where the friends already have gone to, he also decided to move. And after flying for the full day, he thought that that swallow thought that he should uh, put up somewhere. So after moving from the city, the swallow saw a place which was at the top, where he could get very fine, plenty of fresh air. That is why the swallow decided the position on the pedestal, between the king's legs. Okay, so I have golden bedroom, he said softly to himself as he looked round and he prepared to go to sleep. But just as he was putting his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. What a curious thing, he cried. There is not a single cloud in the sky. The stars are quite clear and bright, and yet it is raining. Then another drop fell. Now, after sitting between the legs of the prince on the pedestal, what the swallow had felt that one drop of water was fallen on him. And as he was thinking that, he had got very beautiful bed, a golden bed, as the prince statue was made up of gold only. So the swallow was thinking that he is having a golden bed and bedroom, and he said softly to himself, while looking all around. And she was going to sleep only, but when she put his, like, students, how the, I hope you must have seen that how birds used to sleep. They used to put their head under their wing, a large under their wing only. Okay, they used to hide their beaks. So like that only, swallow hide his beak in his wings only, and she gone to sleep. But at the same moment, what happened, one drop of water had fallen on him, and she start again thinking that what a strange thing it is that the clouds are not there in the sky and the stars are also very clear and visible. Then how this rain is there? Then again another drop fell on the swallow of water. What is the use of the statue if it cannot keep the rain off? He said, I must look for a good chimney pot, and he determined to fly away. But before he had opened his wings, a third drop fell, and he looked up and saw. Ah, what did he see? Now, after two drops of water, when it had been fallen on the swallow, he decided to leave that place because he thought that what is the profit of being there, because if this statue will not cure him from the rain, so she determined to leave that place and move to chimney pot. But what happened when he opened his wings? A third drop fell, means a third drop of water fell on him, and he looked up. When he looked up, what he had seen? See, the eyes of the happy prince were filled with tears. The tears were running down his golden cheeks. His face was so beautiful in the moonlight that the little swallow was filled with pity. So, what happened? It was a bright moon night, and when the swallow saw up, what he saw that the prince's eyes were filled with tears, lots of tears, and it was running down on his golden cheeks. Golden cheeks, as the statue was made up of gold leaves. So his prince face was looking so beautiful because as it was gold and it was shining in the moonlight at that night. And swallow was filled with pity. Who are you? He said. I am the happy prince. Why are you weeping then? Asked the swallow. You have quite drenched me. So what happened? Swallow asked to the statue of the happy prince that who are you? Means who is he? And then statue replied, students, this is a fiction. Okay, fiction means in Hindi manghadat kahani. So like that only you think that the statue replied that he is the happy prince. So as his name was Happy Prince, because of that swallow again asked that then why are you sad? Means then why are you weeping? Why are you crying? Swallow asked this to the Happy Prince. And he also complained one thing that he had this Happy Prince had drenched this swallow. Drenched means slightly wet. Okay, so the swallow was slightly wet just because of the Happy Prince because of his tears. When I was alive and had a human heart, answered the statue, I did not know what tears were, for I lived in the palace where the sorrow is not allowed to enter. My courtiers called me the happy prince, and the happy indeed I was. I lived and I died. And now that I am dead, they have set me up here so high that I can see the ugliness and all the misery of my city. And though my heart is made up of lead yet, I cannot choose but weep. So what happened? In this paragraph, the happy prince is telling all about himself, that once he was alive, he used to be known a happy prince. Okay, as he was too rich, he was the prince of that place. So he was having a kingdom, and in that kingdom, he was having some courtiers, and they used to call him happy prince. He was so happy as in his co- in his palace, there was no place for sorrow or sadness. But as but he was having life, so uh, he also have a death, and he died. And then what happened, that he said that when he is dead now, the uh, courtiers made him up here on the pedestal to him, and as he is having heart of lead, then also, but he cannot choose, he cannot do anything, but the only thing he can do, that he can only weep, he can only be sad for those people. As he was seeing the all the miseries of that city, what he has not seen when he was alive. Okay, so now he is the happy princess feeling sad that when he was too happy, there were some people who were crying, there were some people who were suffering from their starvation and their problems. So because of seeing the problems of those people, this prince was weeping, and he was having the heart of lead, made up of lead. What is what? Is he not solid gold? Said the swallow to himself. He was too polite to make any personal remarks. So, very in a little voice, in a slow voice, or you can say by murmuring, she asked to himself that, as he was surprised that he was not made up of solid gold. Far away, continued the statue in a low musical voice. Far away in a little street, there is a poor house. One of the windows is open, and through it, I can see a woman seated at a table. Her face is thin and worn, and she has coarse red hands and coarse red hands, all pricked by the needle, for she is a seamstress. So when this swallow was thinking all about the prince, that he is not having the gold heart, then what happened? At that movement, far away, prince started singing. That far away means too away, little, at the little distance, at the more distance you can say, or the little distance in the city only. Continued the statue means he continued to tell all about that problem. A statue in a low musical voice means the statue is singing this problem, and telling all the things to the swallow, that far away in a little street there is a poor house. Poor house means a poor lady is there who is having a kacha house, you can say, and uh, one of the window is open, means of that house, the poor lady's house, windows were open, and through it I can see a woman. Through it I can see, here is the prince, and what he can see, that one lady is sitting on the table, and he's telling statue is telling the physique of the lady, that she is having a face which is very thin and worn, and being pale also, and she has coarse red hands. Her hands had become red and pricked by the needle, means little holes were made just because of using needle very much time, means she is having a work of doing with needle only. Okay, so she used to do all his work with a needle, because of which his hand which because of which that lady's hand have pricked, become hold in it, hole, small holes in her hands, and it is very painful. for she is a seamstress, and by looking that lady it looks like that she is in stress. She is embroidering flowers on a satin gown for the loveliest of the queen's maids of honor to wear at the next court ball. Here, court ball, students, it is a type of party in which different prince used to come and different princes used to come, and they used to have good supper, and they also dance in that court ball. So that lady was embroidering flowers on the satin gown, which embroidering means she was making flowers with the thread on the satin gown. Satin is a type of cloth, and the gown is a dress which the loveliest queen of that city is going to wear in the next court ball. In a bed in the corner of the room, her little boy is laying ill. He has a fever. He has a fever and is asking his mother to give him oranges. His mother has nothing to give him but river water, so he is crying. So he is crying. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, will you not bring her the ruby out of my sword hilt? My feet are fastened to this pedestal and I cannot move. So all these things were requested by the happy prince statue to swallow. That one lady was there who was crying and weeping, and she was very sad because of his situation, what was going on. His little boy was laying ill on the bed, on the corner bed, and she was making a gown gown and embroidering flowers on it. She was not having flowers, and that ill boy was asking for some oranges, but that lady was not having enough oranges to give them to that boy, and what she can only give to that boy was the river water. So the happy prince requested to the swallow that, swallow, please take out that ruby, the stone, the very precious stones which was which was put on the sword hilt. Okay, so the happy prince requested to swallow to take out that red ruby from the sword hilt and give that ruby stone to that lady, so that she can come out from that situation. He requested and told his problem, that why he cannot go, that because of his feet were fastened, his feet were his feet were put fastened to that pedestal, and he cannot move. I am waited for in Egypt, said the swallow. My friends are flying up and down the Nile and talking to the large lotus flowers. Soon they will go to sleep. So these are the words which swallow told to prince, that she is going to Egypt, where his friends have already went there, and they were playing in the Nile river and talking to the large lotus flowers which must be there in the rivers. Soon they will go to sleep, means the friends will go to sleep after playing, after talking to the large lotus flowers, and this swallow is here only, and he want to reach as soon as possible to his friends. The prince asked the swallow to stay with him for one night and be his messenger. The boy is so thirsty and the mother so sad. He said, I don't think I like boys, answered the swallow. I don't think I like boys, answered the swallow. I want to go to Egypt. But the happy prince looked so sad that the little swallow was sorry. It is very cold here, he said, but he agreed to stay with him for one night and be his messenger. Thank you, little swallow, said the prince. Now, this is the in this paragraph. This is the conversation between the prince and the swallow. That the prince asked swallow to stay for one night and be his messenger. Then what happened? He tell the problem that boy was thirsty. He need water and mother was so sad, and he told the problem to that swallow. And then swallow replied that he didn't like boys, and because of that, and she don't want to, and he want to go Egypt first. But by seeing the happy prince looking very sad, the little swallow feels sorry for the happy prince, and he decided that he will stay there for the night, as the swallow used to live in the warm weather, students. Okay, because of which birds used to migrate from one place to another because of the weather conditions. Same with swallows also. Here swallows were moving from one place to another as winters were going to come. So she said that it is very cold here, means swallow was feeling cold, but then also he was going to live there and ready for being the messenger of the happy prince. And then the happy prince said thank you to the swallow. The swallow picked out the great ruby from the prince's sword and flew away with it in the beak over the roofs of the town. He passed by the cathedral tower where the white marble angels were sculptured. He passed by the place and heard the sound of dancing. A beautiful girl came out on the balcony with her lover. Then what happened? Swallow had taken the ruby stone from the sword, and he started to fly by keeping that ruby stone in his beaks, and he started moving above over the city or the town. And while moving, what he has noticed that when he passed from the cathedral tower, cathedral here means girjaghar. Okay, students. So when he moved from the cathedral tower, he had seen white marble angels, means some statues were there which were made up of white marbles, and they were sculptured. He passed by the palace, and there some sound was coming of dance, means to dancing was going on there in the palace. And at the movement, one beautiful girl came out from the balcony with her lover. I hope my dress will be ready in time for the state ball, she said. I have ordered flowers to be embroidered on it, but the seamstresses are so lazy. Here, students, what happened? These are the words of that lady who was having a ill boy, and to whom the prince said to give that red ruby to. Okay, so that lady is saying that seamstresses are very lazy, and she had ordered some flowers to embroidered in for embroidering in that satin gown, and she is thinking that she should finish that embroidering of that gown as soon as possible on time before the state ball. He passed over the river and saw the lanterns hanging on the mast of the ships. At last, he came over the poor woman's house and looked in. Means before, over the town, when the swallow was passing over, he passed from the rivers on which lanterns were hanging. Lanterns were the source of light, artificial source of light, which used to lighten up with the kerosene. Okay, students. So kerosene is used to lighten up those lanterns. So they were hanging on the mast of the ships. After crossing it, the swallow had came to that poor woman's house, and he looked in from the window. The boy was tossing uh, feverishly on his bed, and the mother had fallen asleep. She was so tired. In he hoped and laid the great ruby on the table beside the woman's thimble. Then he flew gently round the bed, fanning the boy's forehead with his wings. How cool I feel, said the boy. I must be getting better, and he sank into a delicious slumber. Then what happened? That swallow get in the house of the poor woman, and she just the boy was tossing feverishly on his bed. Means he was just shivering because of the fever, and on his bed only, and mother had fallen asleep as she was very tired because of her work. And in he hopped and laid the great ruby on the table beside the woman's thimble. So on the table, the red ruby was kept by the swallow on before that lady where she has done header, and then she just gently flew over the bedside where the boy was sleeping by fanning the wings over the boy's forehead. And because of the wings, air was created, and because of that air was slightly cool. Okay, and the boy feel very good because of that air, and he thought that he will be getting better as soon as possible, and because of that air he had sank into the delicious slumber means sleep. Then the swallow flew back to the happy prince and told him what he had done. It is curious, he remarked, but I feel quite warm now, although it is so cold. So that the swallow tell to the happy prince. She has flown back to the happy prince only, and she told everything to that happy prince, that how she has gone there and what he has done. But I feel quite warm now. He said that as the weather was very cool, but he feel warm because he had suffered a lot. He had flied a lot. Because of that, his body had now become warm. That is because you have done a good action, said the prince, and the little swallow began to think, and then fell asleep. Thinking always made him sleepy. So what happened? Prince said to that swallow that he is feeling good, he is feeling warm because he has done a very good work. And then after listening this swallow began to think about it. And usually what happened when swallow think, he used to sleep. When day broke, he flew down to the river and had a bath. Tonight I go to Egypt, said the swallow, and he was in high spirits at the prospect. So, When the swallow had slept in next morning, she decided to go to Egypt now after taking the bath. And tonight she'll go to Egypt. This is said by the swallow, and he was in high spirits of the prospects. Means she was totally decided to go there. Then he visited all the monuments and sat a long time on top of the church steeple. Means she that swallow roamed all over the town and sat on the church steeple, means high on the church steeple. And then when the moon rose, he flew back to the happy prince. Means at the evening time, he had again gone to the happy prince. Have you any commissions for Egypt? He said. I am just starting. Then the swallow asked to happy prince that is he is having anything to say, as she is going to move to Egypt. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince, will you stay with me one night longer? Again the happy prince, in a rhyming way, again he said to the swallow that could she live or could she stay for one night longer, means one more night longer. I am waited for in Egypt, answered the swallow. So swallow replied that my friends are waiting for me in Egypt, and he had to go there. Swallow, swallow, little swallow, said the prince, far away across the city. I see a young man in a garret. He is leaning over a desk covered with papers, and in the glass by his side there is a bunch of withered violets. His hair is brown and crisp, and his lips are red as a pomegranate, and he has large and dreamy eyes. He is trying to finish a play for the director of the theater, but he is too cold but he is too cold to write any more. There is no fire in the grate, and hunger has made him faint. So the happy prince again tell one more story to the swallow, that there is a man who is writing a story which he had to give to the director very soon, but cold is so much that he is not able to write a single word, and his hands have were shivering and become red. His lips have also had also become red as like pomegranate, and his eyes are dreamy, and he is just trying to finish that play what he was writing, because he have to give that writing to the director, but it is too cold and he is not able to write, because there was no any fire in the grate, and he was also suffering from hunger and starvation. He is not having any power to write, and he is becoming faint. I will wait with you one night longer, said the swallow, who really had a good heart. He asked if he should take another ruby to the young playwright. Then what happened? Again, the swallow was ready to stay for the one more night, and as the swallow was having the great heart, very good heart he was having, and he had become ready to stay there and help that person who was writing the story for the director. And he asked if he should take another ruby to the young playwright, and he had taken another ruby for the playwright. Alas, I have no ruby now, said the prince. So the prince said to the swallow that he is not having any other ruby. to give to that playwright, which were brought out of the India. My I The prince said that alas, means he is becoming sad that he is not having any ruby, and he said this to the swallow. Then again he said that, prince said that, my eyes are all that I have left. They are made up of rare sapphires, which were brought out of India 1,000 years ago. He ordered the swallow to pluck out one of them and take it to the playwright. He will sell it to the jeweler and buy firewood and finish his play, he said. So, as the prince was not having any other stone, so he asked that swallow to take out his eyes, which were made up of sapphires. They are also very precious stones. Sapphires are the precious stones, okay, which were taken from India only, and put in the eyes of this happy prince. And he asked to pluck out from his eyes, so that and give to that playwright, so that he would be able to purchase some woods and fire it, and write his play and give that play to the director. Dear prince, said the swallow, I cannot do that, and he began to weep. So when the happy prince said to the swallow that take out his or pluck out his eyes, then swallow become sad for happy prince, and he said that I can't do that, means he cannot pluck out the eyes of the happy prince, and he start weeping. The swallow start crying. So students, till here I have explained, and I hope you have understood. This is the first part of this chapter. In the next video I will put the another part, the another section of this chapter. I hope you have understood. Thank you. If you are having any doubt, you can go to the comment box and ask. Thank you very much.